welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing a craft room tour, and I just want to give you an overview of my side of the room. My desk is over there on the left with my tripod set up, and then all of this is my craft storage. So we're just going to dive into it, and I hope this turns out well and that you guys enjoy it. And if you do, be sure to give this a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. So here's a closer look of an overview of my desk. On the left here I have this pink basket, and in that I keep my most recent items that I'd like to get a chance to use before I put away. And then here in the front I have my Disney stuff for my Disney album. In the middle, those are projects I have to photograph before I can put them in the album pile. Back there, right there behind those fake flowers, is the album pile, and that's where I put things that I need to organize into my albums. And I'll dive in a little bit deeper to show you some more things. So again, here is the basket that has all of my recent products in it. To the right of that I have this cute little star bowl from Target, and it has little tidbits in it like tags and my tiny letter stickers. To the right of that is my misfit bin. If I only have one thing left of a entire pack, I usually put it in there. To the right of that is a bunch of miscellaneous things. We have some frames from a Therese and Collins kit, some wood veneers, my paintbrushes, my squirt bottle, and some more wood veneers in that black bucket. I also have my list of all of my layouts I've completed this month so far. I have my 2 adhesive runners, some glue sticks, some more wood veneers, some stickers I'm trying to use up, and then up here on the windowsill we have an overview of all of these things. So up here I just have some of my favorite stamp sets that I like to keep close. And then in this top drawer here, we have my adhesives. So I have a little tape runner. I have a whole video on my adhesives, so I'll have that linked up in the corner as well as down below. I have some more tape here. And then in the bottom drawer, we have my ink pads that I use quite often. To the left of that, we have my scissors, my pens, my pencils, my adhesive that I don't want laying on its side, my made by stamp, my tweezers, some baby scissors, my crocodile, is that what it's called? I don't remember. My washi tape drawer that doesn't fit in its drawer because I have too much, and then my roller stamps are in that one. And that's pretty much it. The rest of that stuff is mainly decorative, like my lamp and my more fake flowers. So that's it for the windowsill portion. So on top of my desk I have my craft mat here, and that's a Martha Stewart brand craft mat in case you're wondering. And then I have the photography shield. I don't know what it's actually called, but I have that for photo taking on top of my chair. And underneath my desk I have a set of drawers under here, and then my trash can's right there. And then to the left underneath my desk I have another bin that I will show you right now. So I just pulled this green bin out from under my desk. It's from Target, and it does fit 12 by 12 papers beautifully. I got it on clearance a little while back. But I keep some of my favorite embellishments here in the bottom, some doilies, some little butterflies, some stickers. So this is like older product that I'd like to use first. So I have some papers back here, and then I also have some stickers over here. So that just stays to the left of my desk. And then also under here I have some more. This is all my Disney stuff. So this is Disney memorabilia and Disney like chipboard pieces and all of that. And then behind this bin I have some watercolor paper and some magazines back there. So now we'll move to the right side under the desk. So under the right side of my desk I have my main set of drawers. This is where I keep my blade or my paper trimmer on top, my baby wipes on top, my trash cans right here, and then I have an outlet over there for my embossing heat gun. In the first drawer I have a ton of embellishments. I show this often in my process videos, so if you're wondering what's exactly in my drawers, go check out some of my latest ones of those. Second drawer is divided up, and it has chipboard pieces in it and some other little doodads like this rose that I made once. The next drawer has mostly alphabets in it, so I have these random packs that I bought when I was younger. Also some vellum pieces, some tags back there. Honestly, there's not much organization to these at all, but that's okay. This drawer I can't really open because it's my felt sheets, and if you've watched any of my process videos, you know that I've been trying to use these up, and I have 2 sheets of each color, so there's blue, green, and red, so those get shoved in there. They used to fit nicely, but now they don't. Next I have my vintage drawer. I've talked about this in a video too. A lot of Tim Holtz stuff, the distressed looking stuff, and some K & Company things as well. Some really old things, like these are just really old bingo cards that I had that I like to use. More doilies. Beneath that is my miscellaneous drawer. This is a lot of bits and bobs, like I have Scrabble tiles back here, page flags, because those are popular. Those little flower guys. I have some Christmas flair that I refuse to use because it's too cute. Homemade dots, the enamel dot things everybody's been talking about. Mesh, clothespins, other stuff in the back that I don't touch. And that's it for all the thin drawers. If you're looking for this drawer set, it was originally bought at Joann's, but I think they now carry one similar to it at Michael's. Next drawer, this is my scrap drawer that I refuse to talk about. And then the next drawer is my homemade kit. I have a process video of how I made this kit, a whole series about it, and then I have process videos of me actually using the kit. And I'm not done with it yet, so there'll be more videos as well. And the very last drawer is all of my projects that I buy. So like the paper pumpkin projects go in here. I have a few other brands as well, but those are unfinished pre-made projects. And as you can see, I have to vacuum the floor. But that's it for this set of drawers. Behind here is, on the left side here, is not my stuff, so don't worry about looking at any of that, because none of that's mine, because I share this room. So next we'll move on to the bookshelf next to my desk. So now we're moving on to the shelves immediately next to my desk, and I just wanted to point out that on the wall I have some inspiration pieces that people have either made me, or photos that I've taken, or pieces that I've made. So I also have a calendar. So I have these cute cork tiles, and I believe they were from Staples. So if you're looking for something to hang up your inspiration, that's a good idea. So on top of my bookcase, I have this little case, and it's for 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper. And I store stuff on top of that because the vertical space is awesome. So to start off, I have this giant bin of papers. Most of these are they're all stuck together. Most of these are 6 by 6 paper pads, and some are 8 by 8 in the back there, but I just keep them in this shoebox because it's the perfect size. Then I have my Cuttlebug, this is just a bunch of stuff. I have my box of cards and another box of cards behind that I've made. Then I have all my cork there because they're small sheets and I like to grab for them frequently. And under here is some mixed media things and some more cards for like Project Life. My heat tool, my twine, some important paintbrushes, my ink pads, my colored ink pads, and then this little thingy that I made. So now in this divided thing, here I'll just show you what's inside. So in here I have my embossing powders, just in a little cuppy thing. In here I have my gemstones and enamel dots. Down here is a clipboard and things I don't remember why I have. More things I don't know why I have, and instructions. Then I have my colored cardstock, and as you can see, it's not really in color order anymore. It's really just sorted by pinks, blues and greens, yellows and oranges and neutrals, white, cream, and gray. And I have this giant chunk of pieces that I need to put back where they came from. In this section of the divided cubes, I have my stencils in the top drawer along with some silver modeling paste, a bunch of sequins, my blender tool, some 8.5 by 11 pattern papers, because this is all I have. I don't have that many. These are the matte stacks, and some more sequins. And if there's anything you want me to go into with more detail, like my sequin organization, my washi organization, anything like that, please let me know in the comments below and I'd be happy to make a video. And to the left of this, I have these three things. There's a white gesso, a clear gesso, and a post-it notepad. And that's just where I like to keep them because that's the only thing that really fits there. So now we're going to move into the shelves underneath this white thing. So on the top shelf of my shelving unit, I have all my embossing folders and dies in this little basket to go with my Cuttlebug up above. In here I have most of my die cuts in these little iris boxes, but I also have my Creative Memories die cutting system in there. Next door to that I start my punches, and to the right of this is all punches. On the right completely is a shoebox lid full of border punches, and then here's all my shape punches, if that's what you call them. So that's the first shelf of my shelving unit over here. Now onto the second shelf. So on the second shelf I have markers on the left, envelopes oh, well, these are mostly card bases, but in this orange basket I have mostly card bases. To the right of that I have my mixed media stains and sprays. To the right of that I have a photo box and a card box, so that's where I organize all of those things. And then back there in that dark corner is all of my fabric flowers. Now we'll move to the bottom floor of the shelving unit. On the bottom shelf I just have a lot of extra things. I have my envelopes over here for all the cards I make, so many different sizes. These are a lot of hand-me-down envelopes actually. I don't think I've ever had to buy envelopes in my entire life, but I have a lot of them. I have a stamp set right there from Stampin' Up! That I received, and I also have this giant basket full of glue. So this includes all of my extra refills, my liquid adhesives, my spray adhesives, so all of the adhesives go in there. And then in that back corner I don't have anything. In between my shelving unit and the wall, you can kind of see them over there. Those are my page protectors for all of my pages, so any size, anything basically is over there. Next I have this ribbon holder that I got for Christmas one year. It holds all of my ribbon actually, except the loose ribbons. I don't put them on there, but it's pretty full. But it's really convenient because I can pull that whole thing out and then just slide it back into place. Next, to the right of that, I have my scrap system. So on the right I have a magazine rack full of patterned paper scraps. So these are all patterned papers. And on the left here is all cardstock or solid colored scrap paper. So that's the easiest way for me to do it, and then I can just grab this whole bin, put it on my desk, and use them up hopefully. Now we're going to dive into this unit, which holds all of my stamps. So to start off, I have two stacked bins on top of my stamping drawers. So in the top one I have a lot of the oversized stamps and woodblock stamps that don't fit in the woodblock drawer, and then I also have my mounting foam and my giant acrylic block. And a sharpener for some reason. In the second bin, I have the clear stamps that I'm using right now, so I have to put these away still. So either I just bought them and I haven't put them in their CD case yet, or I really like using them so I keep them out. So like this set by Heidi Swapp is one of my favorites, so I use that all the time. So in the first drawer is more acrylic stamps, so these are all stored in CD cases and are labeled on the binding with a little label. And I also keep some of the extra large stamps on the side in this case. And in the next drawer we'll find all of my wood mounted stamps in very little order whatsoever. So as you can see I have an Easter one and a Christmas one right there. So not really much order to that, but it is kind of hard to close sometimes. And this would be one of those times. Last drawer I have a lot of inks and my Stampin' Up! Stamp pads. Stampin' Up! Stamps. So a lot of ink pads over here, lots of colored ones that I should be using but I don't. So that's in that drawer. And now we're going to move to my next shelving unit. On top of this shelving unit I keep a lot of items. To the left here I have this purple bin full of a lot of my paint supplies, so foam brushes, toothbrushes to create splatters, palettes, and cups for water. Next I have my Project Life section. So this is a recent buy that I haven't put away yet. It's just another album, but behind that is all of my Project Life cards. So these are mostly Project Life brand, but I do buy other brands as you'll see later. But this is all the ones that I have, and I just keep them in their boxes. Next I have my art journal that I put extra stuff in, some page protectors I have to put away, more of the cards. So these usually go over here. Like I said, I didn't really clean much for this video, but I just wanted you guys to see how I actually work sometimes. All of my photos that I want to scrap are right here. And then I have this giant set of drawers, and this holds a bunch of my like miscellaneous pieces, I suppose. And now we're going to move into my bulletin board. I think I may own the tiniest bulletin board in the world, but here's what I keep on mine. I have my doilies here on the left hand side, all sizes. I do keep some in my bottom bin underneath my desk like you saw, but I will put them away if I don't want to use them as often. Next I have some random embellishments. So you can see some of those here and there and everywhere. More random embellishments, tags and things I'm trying not to use because they're too pretty, and some Scrabble board holders for some reason. And this little set came all together with the pegs and bins. I don't remember where I purchased this. This was a while ago, but it is really small, so it's great for small spaces as well. And now I'll move into the shelf underneath my other shelf. So on the second shelf of this shelving unit, I have my Cricut Expression. So this is the old one, as you can tell. It looks a little beat up actually. I wish I used it more. I got this shelving unit so I could pull it out more easily and use it, but to be honest, I do neglect my Cricut. I have all of its accessories over there, as well as a bunch of junk I don't want to show you and that I don't want to go through. Underneath, I have Cricut accessories, the mats, and more mats under that, as well as the Cricut boxes. I also have some canvases under there that I don't really talk about either. Next, I just recently got this crochet stuff given to me, so I have a bunch of that now. Then I can move into my pencils, paints, and other junk. So my watercolors are here, over there, there. Watercolor pencils, regular colored pencils, some markers in there. Water brushes are there. Paints, even more paints over here. So I do have a wide array of paint. If you guys want to see painting videos, I'd be happy to do them. I've never done one before, but I do like to paint. So if you want to see those types of videos, be sure to leave me a comment and I'll be happy to try and make a painting video. I mean, why not? Now we're going to move to the next unit, which is another drawer unit. On top of this drawer unit, I can find all of my stickers, alphabets, icon stickers, stickers, all in this little container. So I can do a video on that if you guys are interested to see how I organize those. And then I have this tiered unit here that I got from my mother. I have a button jar, a loose ribbon jar, more buttons, jewelry making stuff, makeup sponges stuff, more buttons, eyes, glitter glue, all the works. So that's how I just keep some of that stuff. And now in the drawers, I haven't looked in these drawers in so long because this is the stuff I don't do as often as scrapbooking. But in here I have some heat bond paper for t-shirts, some of the things I've made. So I've made this tag. I believe I did a blog post on it once. Some things other people have made me. I was in a card swap once, so I got that. So that's just things that are made. The next drawer is like artsy stuff drawer. So I have my old markers, my journal, my chalk pastels. I have some oil pastels as well. Then the last drawer is just, mixed media stuff. I'm just going to pull it out. So I have Q-tips, makeup sponges, makeup pads. So this is to give texture to my projects. And then I have a bag of little beads, those little pony beads. And then I have these miniature clay pots that I'm working on for a project. And now we're going to move into our last unit to go through. That'll be fun. This is probably the part that I am most ashamed of my craft room besides the dirty floor. But this is my glorious alteration thing. So you know how I got all those mini books and those little pieces you were going to paint and decorate and make pretty and then you never did? This is what became of that. They're all underneath here. So this is all the random stuff I didn't know where to put. And it stacked up quite a bit, if you can tell. So I have a floral wreath back there to be made, some fabric, some lace, feathers. I did use these the other day. I made some cat toys. If you want a cat toy video, I could get you. I have some great cat toys I made. Some felt pieces, cork pieces, tags, a lot of tags over here, jingle bells, mini bags, little tins to put gift cards in. And down here we also have some trims and an extra spray bottle. So this is all like remember the trim craze where everybody wanted to put those fuzzy trims on mini albums? Well, that's where all that ended up. And in the tiny drawer unit on top of the main drawer unit, I have glitters in the back and then popsicle sticks and friendship bracelet making material in the front. Next I have more glitter, skewers, ice cube tray, magnets, sequins. I should put those in the sequin compartments. You know, you should look around your craft room every once in a while. You'll be surprised at what you find. Next I have my mixed media stamps, so a lot of foam stamps, glitter glues, paint pens. I've had these forever and haven't used them. This is a really eye-opening experience for both of us. And then in the last few set of drawers, I have a lot of random stuff I don't touch as well. This is like a bunch of, oh, these are really cute bags. A bunch of stuff I haven't touched. So card kits, I used to get a card kit, and those are all the ones I haven't done. Lots of them. Some Altoid tins, a holiday mini book. These are hard to just close for some reason. Next drawer is all of my mailing stuff. I don't know if my address is on any of this stuff, so I'm not going to open it, but I have little plastic baggies in here, my postal scales in the back, and I have my duct tapes in here to close the packages. This drawer is all about the tie-dye. I have a bunch of tie-dye projects in this bag, as well as tie-dye kits. I like doing tie-dye too. Last but not least, this drawer of junk. Lots of burlap actually. I liked it for some reason and I kept buying it. Some calendar kits, some frames. So I like to do picture frame things for all my friends. And then there's some dowels and some little bags. So I just like to alter things, I guess. Whoops. Oh. And then in the corner here I have a crop bag. I've never been to a crop, but I do have one just in case I ever do get to go to one. So that pretty much sums up my craft room tour. If you have any questions about anything I didn't get over, please leave me a comment down below and I'd be happy to get back to you. If you guys want to know my filming setup, I can go over that. If you guys want to know my sticker collection, I can show you that. Whatever you guys want to know, I can tell you. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon.